AliExpress was one of the biggest online shopping platforms in Nigeria. Everyone was obsessed with AliExpress. Like, for example, someone will make a video on TikTok about AliExpress, and in the comments, everyone is asking, how do I order? Please help me order. Like, people were asking so many questions about AliExpress. In fact, like, I remember 2020, 2021, 2022. That was my AliExpress era because I was making content back to back about AliExpress. I would buy so many things from AliExpress. I'll just make videos about it, blah blah blah. Like, even on this channel, TikTok, I was making content like mad, honestly, because I was obsessed with AliExpress back in the day. But if it's nowadays, I don't know why, but I feel as if AliExpress is more obscure. Like, you don't hear people talking about AliExpress anymore. You don't see people shopping there at all, honestly speaking. And I wanted to just make this video to talk about it and why I personally believe that AliExpress has become more obscure in Nigeria. Now, the first reason why I believe that AliExpress became obscure at some point is because of payments. Now, AliExpress first started back in 2010 and they were everywhere, including Nigeria. Now, back in 2010 is when the Naira card was at its peak, in the sense that your Naira card back in the day could actually support international payments. And at the time, the payments were about like $10,000 a month that you could use on your Naira card for international payments. And AliExpress requires international payments to work. So essentially, because of the fact that Naira cards were compatible, it was able to widen the barrier of entry, allowing Nigerians to order stuff from them. Unfortunately, due to the CBN's policies, the dollar supply started depleting, and because of the depletion of the dollar supply in Nigeria, it made them to also reduce the limits of our Naira cards in terms of dollar-related transactions. So the CBN kept on reducing the limits gradually over the years. And I remember back in 2019, 2020, that's when I first started using AliExpress, and that's when I even first had a bank account in Nigeria. So essentially, at the time when I first had a bank account and everything, the dollar limit at the time was $100 a month. That's how much it had reduced. So meaning that if I spend $100 on my AliExpress with my Naira card, I couldn't use it again until the next month. Like, that's how things were. And the CBN kept on reducing. I think they reduced it to $50, $20, $10, $5 until 2022. By the end of 2022, the CBN had gotten rid of the whole international payment thing, meaning that your Naira cards could no longer do anything related to international payments. Now, this became a problem because now it reduces the amount of people who could actually shop on AliExpress. And the only way that you actually could shop on AliExpress is if now that you had a dollar card. But here's still another problem. In Nigeria, getting a dollar account is not easy because different banks will tell you that if you want to get a dollar card, you must do this, you must do that, you must bring this, you must bring that. And it's really, really stressful. And in this part of the world, most people have never transacted with dollars before because this is a Naira dominated country. So how do you want people to start bringing out dollars and all that type of stuff? So it really affected them a lot because you'd have to get a dollar card, like from either your bank, or you could actually use all these dollar card apps and everything to actually get one. That's actually one thing that I did personally. And let me just tell you, to get a dollar card, whether it's from your bank or all these apps, is expensive because it's so much money to actually use one, to deposit money, to maintain it, all that type of stuff. Like, personally, I have Chipper Cash, which is one of the most reliable dollar card platforms, and their cards and everything are so expensive to maintain. Like, oh my god. Now, instead of AliExpress to actually solve this problem by trying to introduce Naira cards, like to make it easier for Nigerians to pay, what they did was that they went and partnered with banks like GTB and UBA and tried to give benefits for those who use their dollar cards. Can you just imagine? The second reason why I believe AliExpress is fading into obscurity is because now AliExpress is more expensive. I remember last year I wanted to help people to order things on AliExpress, but I couldn't because they introduced this policy where now that if you want free shipping, you might have to spend like $10 and above. Back then, AliExpress was not like that. They were not doing this thing where now like you had to spend $10 for free shipping, because you were able to buy anything and the shipping fees and everything were affordable. But then AliExpress got way more expensive for Nigerians, honestly speaking, because an average Nigerian is not going to bring out $10 from where just to pay for it on AliExpress. Most people will not do that. If it's nowadays, like, to buy something, the shipping fees are so high and everything. So that's one thing that I believe that made people to run away from AliExpress. Another reason why I believe that AliExpress is more obscure is simply because of the fact that they did not partner with any local influencers in Nigeria. Like, name any influencer that had a brand deal with AliExpress in Nigeria. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting. The thing about AliExpress was that they were not partnering with anybody. Like, they could have easily partnered with people to actually spread the word about AliExpress and stuff, but they were not doing that at all. Like, I remember last year, I think AliExpress, they sent me an email that they want to collaborate with me and all that type of stuff. They were going to send me free products and all that stuff. And to today, I haven't gotten anything back from them. And it's really, really weird, honestly speaking. But, oh well, it is what it is. Like, that's one issue that they had. Like, they were not partnering with anybody in this country because people were promoting AliExpress like crazy. Big creators, small creators, people were promoting them, but yet they were not partnering with any of these people at all, which I saw as really weird and a huge, like, marketing flop in my opinion. Now, the final reason why I believe that AliExpress is fitting into obscurity in Nigeria is because of Temu. When Temu launched in Nigeria, they did several things right. Like, for example, they made it so easy for Nigerians to pay. You could either pay with your bank transfer, you could pay with OPay, you could pay with your Verve card and everything. Now, AliExpress, they actually did partner with OPay and Verve, and they put their payment options there. But however, they did it late. Meanwhile, when Temu came immediately, they put all those things there to make it easy for Nigerians. And at the same time, Temu, I would say, is also kind of affordable to an extent, in my opinion, personally speaking. And also, Temu does a lot of marketing in Nigeria. They're working with so many influencers on TikTok. Like, people are promoting Temu like crazy in Nigeria. Like, the ads and everything, like the ads that they'll put on your screen will force you to buy from Temu, honestly speaking. And that's what they're doing. And at the same time, Temu's delivery is also faster as well. AliExpress nowadays has really slow delivery. So last month, I had placed an order on AliExpress, and up till now, I have not seen that order. And Temu, from what I know, they take 2 weeks at least to deliver. Like, that's what I know of. I know someone that they ordered on Temu and the thing came in 2 weeks. So Temu is doing so much that AliExpress was not doing from the start. Even though they had Nigerians on a chokehold, Temu is who has Nigerians on a chokehold right now. So yeah, that is all for today's video. So if you have any questions or opinions to share, please comment below, and I hope I see you guys next time.